The night after she disappeared, I heard her voice outside my window, not crying, not screaming, but laughing. Soft, gentle laughter. The same way she used to laugh when she got something she wanted. But she has been dead 3 years. And sometimes, I swear something still wants me too. My name is Daniel. I'm from a small town in southeastern Nigeria. What I'm about to tell you is real. If not for the marks on my back and the way my nights never stay quiet anymore, even I wouldn't believe it. The story is about my cousin, Amora. Amora was beautiful in a loud way. The type of beauty that made people stare whether they wanted to or not. But her beauty wasn't the problem. Her problem was hunger. Not hunger for food. Hunger for things. Hunger for life. Hunger for attention. She wanted everything. If you had something nice, she wanted something nicer. If you told a story, she wanted her own story to be bigger. If someone was praised, she wanted double the praise. Her mother used to joke, "Amora, your greed will kill you one day." We all thought it was just a joke. We didn't know the joke would turn into a curse. One day, Amora heard rumors from some girls in school. They said there was an old shrine on the outskirts of our village. Not a big shrine. Not one we knew well. But a forbidden one. A shrine owned by something that does not have a name. People said it could make you rich. Give you beauty. Give you luck. Give you anything. All you needed was to ask. But there was a rule. It always collects whatever it gives back. And it never collects more. That night Amora came to me and said, "Daniel, walk with me." I shouldn't have followed her. But I was 18 and stupid, and she was the cousin I grew up with. We walked deep into the bush, past the old farms, until the air felt heavy. The trees felt wrong. Even the wind felt like it was holding its breath. The shrine was small, just stones in a circle and a crooked tree with carvings on the trunk. Amora didn't look scared. Her eyes were shining like she was staring at a supermarket full of free items. She called out, "Give me everything I want. Give me everything life has refused me. I want it all." I told her to stop. But she stepped closer. Then I heard it. A whisper. Not a voice from outside. A voice inside my head. Everything. I ran. I left her there. I still regret it. She didn't come home until midnight. She walked into the house smiling like someone had handed her the whole world. I didn't know that smile would haunt me forever. It began the next morning. A stranger in town randomly gave her money. A brand new phone. Clothes she never asked for. Free meals. Free rides. Sudden popularity. People wanted to help her for no reason. One boy even cried and said, "I just feel like giving you something." I don't know why. Things escalated. Teachers started favoring her. People she didn't know acted like they loved her. She got opportunities she didn't deserve. She always smiled and said, "It's starting." I was scared. Because with every gift she got, something strange followed. One night I went to her room to borrow her charger. She was sitting in front of her mirror, but not looking at her reflection. She was smiling at empty space above the mirror. I asked, "What are you looking at?" She didn't blink. She didn't move. She only whispered, "They're giving me more tomorrow." Before I could respond, the mirror cracked by itself, right down the middle. She didn't even flinch. Amora started appearing sick. Like something was draining her. Her eyes looked too bright. Her skin too pale. Her lips too dark. And she kept losing weight, even though she ate more than all of us. I begged her to stop whatever she'd done. She laughed. Not her normal laugh. A cold one. "You can't stop what you invite, Daniel." I asked for everything. Everything is coming. She told me she heard voices every night. Not one voice, many. Like a crowd whispering to her. They called her name. They promised her more. They asked if she was ready. She kept saying yes. But the gift changed. At first they were normal: money, clothes, help. Then came the creepy ones. A stranger left a dead goat at the gate and walked away smiling. A man offered to adopt her and put her in his will. Someone sent her a necklace that burned her skin, but she still wore it. A neighbor woke up at 3 a.m., walked barefoot to her house, and handed her his car keys in silence. And every night, she woke up at exactly 2:13 a.m. And every night, she would giggle in the darkness like a child. This is where the story becomes hard for me to tell. It was a Wednesday night. I remember because rain had been falling all evening, but around midnight the rain stopped suddenly. Not gradually. Just stopped, like someone turned off a tap. The air felt tight. Like something huge was in the sky pressing down on us. At 2:13 a.m. sharp, I woke up. Not because I heard something, but because silence itself felt loud. Then I heard it. Amora screaming my name. I ran to her door. The door was shaking violently, like someone inside was dragging it from the hinges. Amora. I screamed. She screamed back, "It's here. It's here to collect." I forced the door open. What I saw does not make sense in human language. Amora was floating above the ground. Her body stiff. Her head hanging backward. Her eyes rolled until only the whites showed. Something stood behind her. Not a person. Not an animal. Not even a shadow. A shape. A moving darkness. Like a hole torn into the world. The walls began to twist. Her furniture shook. The air felt like it was being sucked into that darkness. Amora was crying. I didn't know it would take everything. I didn't know everything meant me. I tried to run to her. But something grabbed me. Not a hand. Not a claw. Just cold. Cold that felt like death. It pushed me back so hard I hit the wall. Amora's voice changed. Deep. Echoing. Wrong. I wanted everything. Now everything wants me. And with that, the dark shape swallowed her. 1 second she was there. The next second she was gone. Like she was erased. The darkness folded in on itself and disappeared. Her room went silent. Only her clothes fell to the floor. She was gone. Forever. Nobody found her body. The elders said she offended something ancient. Something older than our village. Something that does not give without taking more. People whispered that the shrine took her soul. But they don't know the worst part. The worst part is what happened to me. It started a month after she vanished. One night, I woke up to the sound of Amora laughing outside my window. Soft. Light. Happy. Exactly the way she sounded before everything began. I froze. Then I heard her whisper my name. Daniel, come outside. The next night she whispered again. Then the next night. Sometimes she knocks on my window. Sometimes she giggles. Sometimes she cries. Sometimes she whispers. You left me. So now everything wants you too. Last week, I found something that made my blood go cold. A circle of stones outside my window. Just like the shrine. And on one of the stones, burned into the rock, was my name. Daniel. I know what it means. I know what is coming. She asked for everything. Everything collected her. And now, everything is coming back for me. After the night I found my name burned into the stone, I didn't sleep in my room again. I moved to the sitting room, locked my door twice, and kept the lights on until morning. But light doesn't stop things like this. And doors don't matter to things without bodies. 3 days later, around 2:13 a.m., I felt someone breathing beside me. Slow. Soft. Cold. I opened my eyes. No one was there. But the air smelled like Amora's perfume, the one she always used before going out. Something sweet and sharp, like mango mixed with smoke. Then I heard her whisper again. Daniel. Not from outside. Not from the window. From beside me. I jumped up and ran into the hallway. My mother came out of her room and asked why I shouted. I told her everything. She slapped my shoulder lightly and said, "You're still thinking about Amara too much. Let her rest." I wanted to believe that. I tried to believe that. Until we saw the footprints. The next morning, my mother screamed from the backyard. I ran outside. She pointed at something in the dirt. Footprints. But not fully clear ones. They looked soft, like the feet were not solid. Almost like someone walked on the ground without weight. They led from the far end of the bush straight to my bedroom window. Then they vanished. My mother started shaking. She said it might be a spirit. But she didn't know the truth. Only I knew who it was trying to reach. Amara. Or whatever she had become. That evening, I packed a bag. If the thing wanted me, it wasn't going to find me easily. I left the house and went to my grandfather's old compound, a place nobody had lived in for years. I locked the door. Locked the windows. Sat in the middle of the room. No electricity. No noise. Just silence and fear. At exactly 2:13 a.m., the roof started shaking. Not like rain. Not like wind. Like feet were walking on it. Slowly. Step. 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 Then a voice whispered from above. "Why are you running?" It wasn't Amora's voice anymore. It was deeper. Hungrier. The room went cold. And I knew. I wasn't running from Amara. I was running from the thing she invited. And now it wanted me too. By morning, I left the compound and went straight to the only person in town who might understand, an old woman named Neoma, known for dealing with unseen things. When she saw me at her door, she didn't ask why I came. She only said, "I told your family to leave that shrine alone." My blood froze. "Amara went there," I said. The old woman's face hardened. "She didn't just go there," she replied. "She offered herself. She asked for everything. That thing does not give gifts, Daniel. It gives death." I told her what happened. The whispers. The footprints. The laughter. The voice. She closed her eyes and shook her head. "It is not Amara calling you," she said. "It is the spirit that consumed her. When it takes someone greedy, it becomes greedy too. It wants more. It wants the closest blood. Me." She brought me inside and drew a circle on the floor with chalk. She placed a bowl of palm oil, a feather, and leaves in front of me. "You must stay inside this circle tonight," she warned. "If you step out, it will take you." I agreed. Night came. 2:13 a.m. The room went silent. Then colder. Then the door creaked open by itself. I didn't move. Something stepped inside. I heard bare feet dragging on the floor. Slow. Soft. Long. It moved around the circle. I didn't look up. But I felt it watching me. Breathing against my neck. Smiling. Then it spoke with Amara's old voice. "Daniel, please come. I miss you." My heart almost betrayed me. Then its voice changed, deep, echoing, angry. "Step out." I shook my head. Tears fell from my eyes. Then I saw it. A hand slid into the edge of the circle. Dark. Thin. Too long. It tried to reach me, but the chalk burned it. Smoke rose where its fingers touched. It screamed, not like a human, like metal bending and a baby crying at the same time. "You cannot have him," the old woman shouted. She appeared in the doorway holding a bowl of burning herbs. The spirit recoiled. Then it said one last thing, in Amora's voice. "I will return. He is still mine." Then it vanished. The lights came back. The cold left. But something remained behind. A small piece of burnt cloth. Amora's cloth. From the night she disappeared. After that night, I stayed with the old woman. She told me the circle protected me for now. But the spirit was not gone. You are next on its list, she said. As long as you live, it will look for you. I asked her why. Why me? She placed a hand on my shoulder and said, because Amora asked for everything. And you are part of her everything. Days have passed. The nights are quiet again. But just last night, at exactly 2:13 a.m., someone knocked on my window. 3 soft knocks. Then a whisper. Daniel, it's time. I didn't open the window. I didn't look outside. But I know one thing. This story is not over. Not for Amara. Not for me. Not for anyone who hears this. Because when you ask for everything, everything comes. Everything takes. Everything returns. And it never returns alone. I didn't sleep after the 3 knocks on my window. I sat in the corner of the room until sunrise, holding a lantern like I was holding my own life. The old woman, Neoma, noticed how shaken I was. She didn't smile. She didn't speak. She just sighed and said, "It has found you again. What do I do?" I asked. She looked at me with eyes that had seen too much. "You finish what Amora started." I didn't understand. She continued. "Spirits like that don't just take. They claim. They tie themselves to bloodlines. If you do not break the link, your children and their children will suffer the same fate." My heart dropped. How do I break it? Neoma pointed toward the bush. "You must return to the shrine. You must face what she called. And you must say Eno where she said yes. Every part of me wanted to run. But I knew running only made the thing follow faster. So that night, we walked to the old farmland. Back to the stones. Back to the tree that bent in all the wrong ways. The moon was full but faint, as if something was swallowing its light. When we reached the shrine, the air felt sharp, like the whole place was holding its breath. Neoma poured chalk dust around me in a small circle. "Do not leave this circle," she said. "No matter what you hear. No matter what you see." I nodded. She began chanting in a language older than our village. Older than even the folk tales. The wind changed. The ground trembled. The tree twisted as if it were waking up. Then I heard it. Footsteps. Slow. Dragging. Wrong. From the darkness between the trees, something came forward. At first, it looked like Amara. The same silhouette. The same walk. "Daniel," she whispered softly, "come. I'm still your cousin." My heart almost jumped out of my chest. But as she stepped into the moonlight, I realized it wasn't her. Its face was Amara's. But stretched. Like someone had pulled her features into a smile she never asked for. Its fingers were too long. Its neck moved like a broken branch. Its shadow bent in the wrong direction. Neoma whispered, "That is not your cousin. That is the hunger that consumed her." The creature stepped closer. "Daniel," it said again, "you left me there. You ran when I needed you. Come out. Let me hold you." I covered my ears. I closed my eyes. But its voice slid straight into my mind. "You are mine. You were always part of our everything." I screamed. Neoma shouted at the creature, "He does not belong to you." The thing laughed. Not one laugh, hundreds. Like a crowd laughing inside one throat. Amora said yes, it whispered. "You cannot undo what she promised." Suddenly, the chalk circle around me began to crack. The ground started sinking. The air felt heavy like something huge was descending. The creature stepped so close I could smell its breath, hot and rotten. It reached out a hand. A hand that looked like Amora's, and yet not. It said one last thing. Come with me, or I will take everyone you love instead. My mind broke. My heart pounded. I had to choose. Leave the circle and die, or let it haunt the people I care about. I looked at Neoma. She shook her head. But I had no choice. I stepped out. The moment my foot touched the ground outside the circle, the world went black. I woke up lying in a place that felt like a dream and a nightmare at the same time. The ground was dark and soft like ash. The sky was red and full of shapes moving with no bodies. Whispers crawled across the wind. I realized I wasn't alone. Hundreds of figures wandered around me. Some crying. Some screaming. Some silent. They all looked drained. Thin. Lost. And then I saw her. Amara. She was kneeling on the ground, her face buried in her hands. She looked normal again, human. Tears ran down her face. When she saw me, she whispered, "Why did you come?" My voice shook. "To save you." She laughed, a weak, broken laugh. "You can't save me," she said. "I asked for everything. And I became nothing." The sky cracked open above us. Something massive moved behind the clouds. A shape too big to understand. A hunger too old to name. It spoke. "Now. You belong here." The ground opened. Shadows wrapped around my arms, my legs, my throat. I screamed. But someone pulled me hard. Neoma. She dragged me out of the darkness with a rope made of woven leaves, chanting louder than I had ever heard her chant. The shrine reappeared. The night returned. The world came back. I collapsed on the ground, shaking. I looked around. The chalk circle was destroyed. The tree was cracked. The air smelled burned. Neoma fell beside me, exhausted. She whispered, "It almost kept you. But you broke the link, for now." "For now?" I asked. Her eyes filled with fear. "That spirit does not forget. It does not forgive. It will look for you again. One day, it will find a way back." I wanted to ask when. How? Why? But as I opened my mouth, something whispered behind me. Soft. Gentle. Familiar. "Daniel, you didn't save me." I turned. Amora's shadow was on the ground. But there was nobody casting it. The shadow waved at me. And smiled. "I don't sleep anymore. Because every night at 2:13 a.m., my shadow tries to move on its own." After we pulled Amora from the doorway, everything changed. Her body stopped shaking, but her eyes, they were completely empty. It was like she was looking through us, into something behind the world. The room felt colder. The wind stopped. Even the night bird outside went silent. Amora whispered only one thing before her voice vanished forever. "It's not done." Then her hand slowly opened, like she was releasing something we could not see, or maybe letting something out. That was the last time she ever spoke. The last time she ever blinked. The last time she was truly Amora. We carried her outside, but the shadows around us kept following. They moved with purpose, like they were guarding her, or claiming what they believed was theirs. When we looked back at the doorway where she had been pulled, we saw it. A faint outline of her shape still standing there. Like her spirit never left. Like everything she asked for was still holding her in place. And until today, every time I pass that old compound, I feel her eyes on me. Not the eyes in her body, but the ones she left behind. Because part 8 wasn't the end. It was the moment everything she wanted finally took her. If you learn anything from what happened to Amara, learn this. Wanting more than you can carry will make something else carry you. Greed is not loud, it whispers. It gives slowly, and takes suddenly. And when you open your heart to everything, you also open the door to things that were never meant for you. So be careful with desire. Be careful with shortcuts. Be careful with those late-night wishes you think no one hears. Because someone, or something, might be listening. And when it answers, it won't come to give. It will come to take. Subscribe to Vault Side Stories for more dark African horror. If this story shook you, imagine what the next one will do. Don't miss it.